Well, hello, good people and Eagle fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Oh, my God. One minute I want to cry, the next minute I literally have to laugh because I keep thinking that this is what's really going on.
I say it again, you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. This is what he does.
This is what Jerry Jones does. Do you honestly not see how this whole thing has blown the F up in the media? Jerry Jones is doing his rounds. Hey, okay, Stephen A. Smith today. You got a game tonight that nobody gave a rat's ass about. And I just posted a video about the big question is, will Micah Parsons show? You've got interest now in a preseason game. Every show is leading with it. You saw first a get up this morning. They were giddy. They're like the Cowboys. They keep giving us shit. Stephen A. Smith, has his interview. He's teasing little segments on ESPN about his interview with Jerry Jones and all. And now you got players out here like on Rich Eisman, Jonathan Vilma. I ain't watched what he had to say, but he's got advice for Micah. And he first starts off as saying, well, I've never been in this position here, but here's my advice. Everybody is chiming in. And Jerry Jones, if you didn't want this to be like this, I don't know that you could do anything any bigger than this because it owns the media.
Jonathan Vilma, your advice to Micah Parsons if he called you up right now and say, what do you think? Knowing what you see publicly, obviously, between he and the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, what would the advice be for him?
My advice for Micah Parsons right now, first, let me say I've not been in that situation before. Okay. If I were in that situation, I would still handle everything behind closed doors. I've never been a fan of airing out the dirty laundry. So my advice for Micah Parsons, I get it. It's a business, but no one wins in the court of public opinion, right? Everyone's going to have their stance. And really, he can't measure how people are going to respond to what he says publicly. So I would keep everything quiet behind closed doors. He is the best player, the best defensive player in all of the NFL. He will get paid. If it's not from Jerry Jones, it will be from somebody. And go out, just handle your business, right? I remember Dak Prescott. They tried many times to kind of nudge Dak about, hey, you haven't gotten paid yet. You're not getting paid, et cetera. What's going on? And Dak just kept it professional, stayed quiet, and eventually he did get paid, right? So I look at that and I get it. It can be very frustrating. You're the best player and you're seeing other people getting paid and it's not you. But there's no need to air the dirty laundry. No one wins in that regard.
Yeah, I know. I think it's going to be at least next week. We're going of just being another week of
bullshit,
treading water, and no change. And it's going to be the proverbial what cutting time once Labor Day's through, and a plane flight on Wednesday before the season. Does he get on that plane or not? Like that's literally the way it kind of looks right now, Jonathan.
Yeah, and if I'm the head coach, I'm extremely frustrated, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's hard enough to win. Let's just talk about the NFC East for a second, sure. Right? You have the reigning Super Bowl champion. You have a Jaden Daniels who looks like he's going to be a phenom for many, many years to come. You have the Giants who are trying to figure it out, but always have a solid defense. So you're right now on your best day without any distractions, right? If Micah Parsons were there, you're still right now third best in your division, and somehow you got to make it out of that division, get to the playoffs, and then hopefully make a run for the Super Bowl. So if I'm Schottenheimer, I'm so frustrated because it's hard enough to win in this league. It's hard enough to win in our division. And yet my best player, I can't get on the field because there's all these distractions except for what really needs to happen, which is us figuring out how to win games. Right. And so that I don't know their relationship, Jerry Jones and Schottenheimer, but I know that I would have some frank conversations because I need to get to winning football games. That's we're in the business of winning. That's the NFL. And if I don't have my best players, I don't know how you expect me to go out there, coach, and win a couple games. As I said, how am I going to beat the Commanders? We'll play them twice. How am I going to beat the Eagles? Play them twice. And then get to the playoffs. How am I going to make a real run in the playoffs if I don't have my best guys? You got to have them. So, that's where, if I'm the head coach right now, if I'm the team, the organization, frustration lies in that regard because you can't win with all these distractions. It's too tough.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from
again. Jerry Jones has got the NFL World season opener, 13 days. Ain't nobody talking about the game. Final preseason games, roster cuts. Nobody's talking about roster cuts. The only thing they are talking about is Jerry versus Micah. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like Jerry Jones has done exactly what he says he loves to do. And that is, the NFL is a soap opera. And if things get slow, we stir that shit up a bit. Yeah, that's Jerry Jones. In the meantime, we do have a game to play in 13 days, and we are missing in key locations.
I do believe if we're not being looked at, then I'll do my part to get us looked at. The beautiful thing for networks or, if you will, streaming companies is that the NFL is a 365-day-a-year interest factor. A lot of programming, you have to spend as much to make it, to promote it, as you do to make it. The Cowboys are a soap opera 365 days. When it gets slow, I'll start hearing.
Please take your seats.
And so it's wonderful to have the great athletes, have the great players, but there's something more there. There's sizzle, there's emotion, and if you will, there's controversy. That controversy is good stuff in terms of keeping